Hi. I've just looked at this from the Jimmy Dore's show, and it's Jeremy Corbyn responding to Hillary's xenophobia, and he's talking about, you know, the obvious really, that putting fences and walls around our countries is not going to stop the problems that drive people to flee their homelands. Problems that are created by countries like Britain and America, who have to meddle in the political affairs of other countries because we're run by a corporation, and the corporation wants corporate control in every country, and every country where true humanity surfaces as socio-capitalist human beings, which life is socio-capitalist, the corporation gets very worried because it wants to cut socialism out of humanity. It wants to cut the heart out of humanity. It wants to cut true intelligence out of humanity, because true intelligence is compassionate. True intelligence is empathic. A disabled intelligence is incapable of empathising, even with a little child, you see. And the child is the key, okay? That is the key, because true human beings, a child is a VIP, and that does not matter which country that child lives in, what religion that child is born into, what culture. Every human being recognises a child is a VIP, is innocent and a VIP. And it's the removal of innocence of our children that was initially delivered through the imposition of Roman Christianity onto what was once Celtic, Druid Christianity. And this idea that every child is born in original sin and is inherently evil. Okay, and so I've made a comment here. I said Jeremy is stating the message I've shared and lived all of my life, and how to achieve it. Child rights is the key. Erase the legal definition minor in relation to a child, i.e. our children are classified unimportant and insignificant human beings. A truly intelligent equals compassionate species would not tolerate it, because we would know every child is a VIP. Okay, it makes perfect sense. It's the only way you're going to do it, people. You can talk about this and that for as much as you like for the politics, but until you can reach down and hold a little child's hand and understand that that child is a VIP, nothing is going to change in this world. The politicians will carry on bombing here and there and not caring if it means how many children get bombed on a bus, as happened in Yemen recently. How many children are starving? Collateral damage, they're a minor concern. Your children are going to be abused. Nobody's going to do anything about it. A multi-billion-dollar global industry of child abuse. Nobody's going to do anything about it. Okay? Because they're just minor human beings. We've got far more important things to think about, like, for example, which political party we belong to. And it does disturb me, because, you know, I like Jeremy Corbyn, but at the end of the day, he did ignore the crimes that had surfaced about what was going on in the children's homes of his constituency, Islington. He did do that, and it does upset me, Jeremy Corbyn, because you're still not talking about children. You're talking about stuff that people like me have known all my life. I grew up in a multicultural community. So, to me, what he's saying is totally boring, because he's not coming up with anything new. He's not talking about child rights. And the truth is, when it comes to children in this world, the law's dead. We're a widow. Humanity is a widow. And it does disgust me that I'm part of a species that considers itself intelligent, and it's judged its own children as minor human beings, and these people, politicians, as VIPs, you know. It's really despicable, and I do find it hard. And yeah, you know, oh yes, that's it. I'm mad moo, aren't I? Because I witnessed an event of universal golden light being, and I received the message of universal law of abundance and compassion that upholds all our human rights and the common laws. Okay? Through an energy of bliss, I received that. Not in words, an energy of bliss. And I know that bliss, and I know that it is there for all of us. And I've been trying to share it, but nobody's listening. I get, you know, I mean, considering how many people actually look at my videos or read my posts even on Facebook. I mean, why the bloody hell does Facebook bother banning me from posting in groups, you know? Apparently, my posts are so offensive. I have to get banned. Like, seriously? Am I promoting racism? Am I promoting homophobia or Islamophobia or anti-Semitism? No. Oh. I call out the Zionists for the criminals that they are. Does that make me anti-Semitic? As far as I'm concerned, it's the Zionists who are anti-Semitic. They're the ones that stir up hatred against Jews. They're the ones that profit from that hatred. They're the ones that give themselves more powers on the strength of it. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the Nazis might as well have been working directly for them, because they're the ones that have profited it out of it and bastardised the Judaic faith with their filth. And, you know, I've even made a video to the Zionists saying, look, step out of it, become human, get into your universal human being. You don't need to be a Zionist. Why are you a Zionist? Why don't you get human? Because I don't equate Zionism with Judaism. I just don't. I'm sorry, it's the same as I don't equate Roman Christianity, all this Protestant shit in our country, with Jesus. It's got nothing to do with Jesus. Jesus might as well be dead. According to them, that's what they've got, a dead body. I'm talking about the living light that has been passed down through every generation. When is anybody going to listen to me? When are people going to pick up on it? But they won't, they won't, they won't. Instead, you know, let's all listen to some guy talking about Brexit and how we're all going to be sovereign citizens now. I mean, seriously, people, if you really believe that, you totally lost the plot. You've got absolutely no idea about what is going on in this world, and you've totally bought in to the alternative narrative that's been peddled by who? The Zionists. The Zionists now control the alternative media as much as they control the mainstream media, and that is what's elected Trump. That alternative controlled media. Oh, we're not going to follow the mainstream media. We're not listening to the BBC. You know, it's like, look, sorry, everything is corrupt in this world. People are lost. You lost people in the politics, in the divisions, in the arguments, in the debates, in the this and that. Forget it all. Until you can remove that word minor off our children, you will get nowhere. And that is how it is. Okay? So, as far as I'm concerned, this world's lost. It's a disgusting, despicable world full of narcissist individuals. And believe you me, I have met them all. They hate me. They hate me. Every egotist hates me. Why? 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 Am I some big shot? Am I making myself out to be the second coming? Can you imagine what some people would have done with that experience that I had? Oh my gosh, they'd be up there, wouldn't they, on the world stage, being worshipped by, oh, I'm the second coming, I've witnessed the light being. Have I done that? No, 26 years I've lived on the ground. I've worked. I've done my best for the people around me and spread the message and reached out to the church, to everybody that I could think of. Please, can you share this message? Because it isn't for me to big myself up with. It's for you to understand that you are a golden light being too. You are an eternal soul. We do have a light being body who is listening to me, but you won't listen to me. You'll wait till some guy comes along, takes what I'm saying to you. Oh, suddenly, he's going to be Jesus, isn't it? Honestly, you're just going to fall for it every single time, because the person that needs to be worshipped in this world is the little child. That's who Jesus is with, the little children. Suffer the little children to come to me, said Jesus. That means we suffer their problems, suffer for them, suffer with them. You're seeing the children are being abused. Oh, I can't look at it. It makes me too upset. Oh, no, I'm not getting into all that. Child abuse. No, no, no. I'm going to stay away from all that. So you're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get anywhere. And to be quite honest, I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm so disgusted with this world right now. And the politicians. I mean, I'm sorry, Jeremy Corbyn. You know, you probably are a decent guy, okay? You probably genuinely believed that, no, of course stuff like what that doesn't go on in Islington children's homes. Okay, but I'm sorry, I don't know how you can sit in that den of filth called Parliament. I just don't. Okay, I would not be able to sit in it. I would have to get up and tell them that I'm sorry, you're a set of evil bastards, evil, ignorant bastards of humanity, and I'm leaving. Because they are. And, you know, 120,000 British people are dead through austerity. That, to me, you know, and now we're facing this hard Brexit. It's like, it's just going to be a nightmare. And yeah, the councils are being told to stock up on food. I tell you, it's going to be bad, people. Because, you know, the Zionists are getting exactly what they want with this Brexit. Increasing the far-right extremists in Europe. Creating division in Europe. Taking people out of their comfort zone. The people who had power. The people who were unified and still had our borders. But we were united in our rights. We were united in saying no to Monsanto. We were united in protecting our environment. And now all those laws are gone. And Britain is going to scrap our human rights. I mean, and people are talking to me about my sovereignty. Honestly, I just want to say, F off, okay? Don't talk to me about sovereignty. Sovereignty? What, in a country where our children are judged minor human beings and we're about to have all of our rights scrapped? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we're going to be dependent on the councils to provide us with food. It's, honestly, what can I say? You've been warned, Britain. You have been warned. Unfortunately, you know, I live here. I have to suffer the decisions of people that really just haven't got a clue about anything, really. Who make their minds up on the strength of what? I just don't understand it. I do not understand it. I don't understand. I don't understand why not even my own family could stand by me. That not one of my friends could stand by me when I witnessed that light being. And that I've just been absolutely oppressed. That is what it is. Oppression, 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 oppression. And I'm tired of it. 26 years, you know, and it is a hard thing to live with, having an experience like that. You know, I feel a weight of responsibility. because obviously I didn't have that experience just for me. You know, it was to be shared because of the things that I was writing about and doing prior to that event, that was like a confirmation of what I understood. And so I understand, you know, that message is for everybody. It wasn't a personal thing for me to big myself up with and thereafter, you know, sail on some bloody ego trip of like, oh, I'm so wonderful, you know, the universe revealed itself to me. The universe revealed itself to me because I was of that consciousness to be able to witness that and deal with it and carry it. And it's about time humanity carried the light as well, okay? And as I say, you know, I mean, just look at this. Look, Jimmy Dore, I do like you. But look, you know, this is what everything's about. Like, oh, we're going to give you some truth, but look, buy a mug, buy a t-shirt. It's getting boring. It's getting boring. Nobody likes me. I offend everybody. Everybody. Of course I do, because the light being's with me, and you people are not with the light being at all. So, of course, you offend me, I offend you, because ego. You're all on an ego trip in the West. I think the only people really that can connect with me are people, you know, probably of Africa maybe. I don't know, but even that's fell victim to the Western ego trip now as well, hasn't it? Mr. Brown driving around in his coffin. So anyway, that's it. Do not expect any change anywhere until you can remove this minor, the legal definition minor off your chart. Until you can do that, humanity, nothing you can do will change this world. And that is the way it is. So, and as Isaiah stated, the little child shall lead the way.